It's the real word. It's the real word. We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Ace, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
Episode 6. Shout out to everybody that's been watching. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting. Shout out to everybody that's helped us to get this far so far. I'm here with my co-host. Introduce yourself.
It's your boy, the man crying, the Big Zo, with my brother, Ricard, the Big Zo. We out here representing the Real Word Ministry, one of the most powerful podcast ministry and Seventh-day Adventism in Christianity, period.
Oh, what? What's all
I
that?
feel today. I feel how I feel, and I'm sticking to it.
You putting a big target on my back.
Listen, brother. You are inspiring. You're motivating. I'm glad to come back and work with my brother. Lay aside pride when we come together. We work with each other. We make it happen. Congratulations to my man. My man is killing it out here, setting trends. He's really passionate about community. He's really passionate about people. So I love what he's doing for the community. I'm here to support him 1,000%. Yo, guys, be behind Ricard. He's the truth. Other Ricard Gina was the truth. We love what he's doing. Let's get it.
I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the whole Northeastern SDA Federation, Northeastern Conference of the Seventh-day Adventists for the acknowledgement. Yesterday, I was awarded the Leadership Award. I'm at the VIP Country Club in New Rochelle. Me and about 59 others, so it was about 60 people total that was chosen out of all of the Northeastern churches.
Wow.
So I was, ironically enough, I was the youngest person on the line. There was a bunch of older people, and I was like, maybe I got to this line too early because it was people walking on the line
Crazy, B.
with canes and wheelchairs that was barely able to do it. I'm like, sheesh.
What?
It felt like an award that they give you at the end of your career.
It's
type
crazy.
Thing. And so it was like that almost. So, but it was a humbling experience, I was fortunate to take my mom there with me.
Yeah, I seen that.
And my daughter, my mom kept us in church this entire time, being Haitian, the l'église, l'école, la caille.
Yeah, facts.
Which means church, home, and school, and those were the principles, and that's what we had to stick to. That's what we had to do, more or less. And that's what we did, We did our best in all fields, not because we was trying to outdo anyone, but because that was just the requirement for us,
Yes.
Other people's raised differently, and, we had to do what we had to do.
Facts.
And, we did the best that we can do in those situations, So, shout out to God. God is good.
Yeah, God be looking out.
And God's good all the time. And
God did.
Yeah. But... when it comes to success and when it comes to acknowledgement, don't think that it doesn't come with hardship. It don't come with betrayal. It don't come with jealousy and envy.
My God.
And having to deal and overcome with all of those hurdles. Sometimes it comes from outside. Sometimes it comes from within. And you just got to deal with it and roll with the punches as they come.
Yep.
And try to do the best that you can. And try not to get involved in the negativity. So
that's a fact.
So all the people that's been supporting throughout the years, it's been, 10 years of ministry for me. I know it's been even longer for you.
Man, still learning, man.
Yeah,
still learning.
I started my ministry back in 2015, so after 10 years,
God.
Northeastern acknowledged.
That's what's up, man. Put in work, put in pain.
We tried our best.
Kicking the door. Got to kick in the door sometimes, man.
To get there, So,
facts.
So we just fortunate in that sense, and, we just want to thank God for that. Shout out to Gibbons Lubins and his entire company as well. They're acknowledging us as well in December. So shout out to them. They have a Harlem Night Gala.
That's my cousin. That's a good dude. Good dude, solid dude.
Yeah, they have the Harlem Nights Gala coming up. And also Franco-Haitian have their gala coming up in December as well. And I want to shout Joanne. Shout out to Joanne from Horeb, she got her doctorate. She just finished her doctorate. And, she's having a black tie affair as well. So shout out to y'all.
Oh, she's having her own black tie affair.
Yeah, they got me spending a lot of money on all these events.
It's something she's having her own black tie affair. Now, Horeb Philly just
for her, yeah.
That's what's up. I'm happy for her.
Yeah. So she's having her event to celebrate her getting her doctorate.
I'm really happy for her.
It's a black tie event too. She wants us to dress like it's an award show. So.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah. See, I got me spending a lot of money in the fourth quarter, man.
She's doing like a gala, like an event, like.
Yeah, I'll show you after this.
That's what's up.
I'll show you after this.
That's what's up.
She's doing her thing.
She is for sure.
So shout out to her.
Yes.
And shout out to everybody that's doing their thing. Y'all got me spending money in the fourth quarter, man. But it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
Shout also to my cousin. Shout out to Sid, because Sid also on my shout out everybody. Shout out to the other thing he said, y'all said shout out to the NYPD. Shout out to the I was like, I didn't say shout out to
you didn't say that.
NYPD, bro. You
bugging. Trouble, man. Especially in this political climate. You gotta be careful with that, my friend.
Yeah, so boom. But yeah, shout out to all the people that's doing their thing. Shout out to all the people that's moving forward and doing positivity. Everybody that, shout out to all of the youth that passed their books this past weekend and now becoming master guides. So shout out to all the master guides from the youth in my church. I'm proud of y'all. I'm happy for y'all. Y'all taking those strides. Y'all doing positivity and y'all doing y'all thing. So shout out to all of you. Shout out to everybody doing their thing.
That's a fact.
Yeah, man.
That's a fact. So tomorrow's election day.
Wait. Let's not get too much into politics too early.
Okay, no problem, brother.
We do have a couple events coming up. We do have the turkey drive that is coming up. Shout out to our food sponsor, Food Bazaar. We have the turkey drive coming up on the 22nd. It's going to be here at 620 East 102nd Street at Herman SDA Church.
That's what's up.
We have a corporate sponsor, Food Bazaar. They usually donate between 50 to 75 turkeys, depending on the availability.
That's what's up.
We also have other people that's donating. The flyer going to go active tomorrow. Pardon me, I'm kind of late on the flyer, but the flyer do get active. And that's where we at. Shout out to my cousin. That's what I was going to say. My cousin in Ohio, Schneider, he's having his firstborn. His baby shower is this weekend, so we flying out to Ohio this weekend. So shout out to the whole Ohio. I'll be in the city this weekend just to show love to my people out there.
That is what's up.
You was talking about the certain climate that's going on.
I'm just like, do you feel like Madani's going to win tomorrow?
I mean, honestly, bro, to be quite frank with you, it looks like, from what I read, there was a super PAC that was created by a former person in power in the city of New York.
Really?
That's Mayor Bloomberg.
Okay.
He put $5 million behind a super PAC that's anti-man dying. So I'm guessing it's either for Cuomo. I'm guessing maybe because I don't think he's for the other guy. What's the other guy name?
Curtis Siliwa.
Siliwa, yeah. The Curtis Siliwa guy, I feel like he's a little sus because back in the days they were saying that he was a little racist. I don't know how true that is. That's with the Red Beret guys, right?
Yeah. That was Guardian Angels. He used to protect the city from a lot of crooks. People was getting robbed and different things like that, molested, rape, and all type of things and stuff like that. I mean, he's a Republican. I wouldn't be surprised if he was, but he done real work. He done good work for the city and stuff like that.
I don't think every person that's a Republican is racist.
I don't think everybody. No, I don't think so either. Too.
So, what would you consider yourself, a Republican or a Democrat or neutral?
I consider more myself a democratic socialist. That's what I consider myself to be.
What does that even mean?
I believe healthcare should be free. I believe that everybody has.
See, it's a graduation party for Joanne.
I'm going to that.
Yeah.
I'm going to that.
So that's what I'm talking about, though.
Oh, yeah. I thought you was talking about Jenny.
No, Joanne.
Yeah, I'm going to be there. Yo, listen. I want to shout that. I'm going to be in that. My bad. I'm going to be in that. Yo, listen. First and foremost.
Wait, I didn't say Joanne. I said a different name.
I thought you said Jenny. You said Jenny.
Oh,
it's
my
cool.
fault.
Nah, but yo, this girl did a wonderful job last year with my mother. while she was dying.
Oh, she was your mom's nurse?
She was my mom's nurse.
Nice.
She did phenomenal. She know what she's doing. She knew that the situation was a very sensitive issue. You know, I don't think she even told her mom what she did, but I had to let her mom know the work that she did in regards to really just being there for my mom in the process of hospital and everything like that. So she was awesome. She was amazing. She was dope. So I'm really happy for her. I'm gonna be in that event too. My girl coming too. So we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, that's what I was telling you.
Yeah,
it's a dress up.
Sure.
It's a dress up party.
What is what? What day is it? Is it what day is that?
Put me on the spot.
No, it's good.
Let me see. Let me
I
view
think
it.
it's next month, right?
Yeah, it's like at the beginning. That's what I was saying. There's a lot of events coming up back to back.
Yeah, it's Sunday. I'm coming to that for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I'm gonna be there.
Not this summer, bro. It's next month, December, the 13th.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna be there for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think hers is the 13th of December, so that means the 7th, I believe, is Gibbons' event.
Yeah.
And then I think Franco-Haitian.
Damn, son.
Probably the 20th.
Paper.
Yeah.
Paper.
Yeah. I gotta make space for the trophies, though. You know.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Keep it up.
Nah, but real talk, the first trophy we got was together, right? You remember that? And that trophy was huge, like this.
Huge.
If you go to Jamaica Hospital, in the front, one of the honorees that won with us, his trophy is in the trophy case at Jamaica Hospital, the same year as us.
That's what's up.
Yeah, one of the doctors that won with us.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I saw it when my dad had a stroke and I was at Jamaica Hospital.
That's what's up.
But I remember from that event, you know, what was it? The Kings of Kings, right? The Kings of Brooklyn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that event, it separated us from, I'll say, from a lot of different people, you know? Like, it might sound crazy to say that out loud, but it separated us from a lot of people in regards to mindset.
That's true.
Putting us in rooms with other people that was visionaries, that were leaders, that were movers and shakers in Brooklyn.
Yes.
And allowing them to know who we are.
That's right.
Because our names was next to them, and it was like, wait, who are these guys? What do they do?
That's right.
And since then, we could say we've done a lot. Like you know?
And there's more to come.
And since then, there was more trophies, you know, more accolades, more citations. I see you got a couple citations.
Yes, sir. And also make sure other people get citations as well, too.
Of course.
It's all about empowering, upliftment. You know what I'm saying? You got, like I said, you got to kick in the door. And you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? Block the naysayers and do what you gotta do at the end of the day.
Exactly. And even before we even did all those things, we used to talk about it. We used to talk about getting citations. We used to talk about getting awards. We used to talk about doing all these things. And it came to fruition, right?
Yes.
That's like us saying, like, one day we want a street named after us. People gonna look at you like you crazy.
It's possible.
It's possible. Like, yo, why
just stay
not?
consistent. Start doing bigger things, man. Helping a lot of people on another level for the glory and the honor of God. That's what it's all about. You feel me? That's a fact.
If I'm to be honest, at times it's hard to share my success with other people because we've been winning for so long. Now less people clap. They're like, damn, him again.
Damn, it be like that.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Like people done told me that they done muted me on Instagram because they seen too much of the wins.
Are you serious?
It was people that was saying, oh, these must be fake award shows because there ain't no way that you winning this many awards.
That's disrespectful.
Those people saying that I'm buying these awards. I'm like, yo, y'all bugging. Like,
buying. Nobody buying nothing.
You remember when I first was saying that I got the Northeastern Award? And Lil Man was here, and Lil Man was like, nah, it must be fake. You lying.
No,
I was like,
fake, man. Put it
and I was like, really?
That's not the Scully Manoli, man. Come on, man. You don't talk to the big homie like that, bro. Feel me? So at the end of the day, it's about putting work and really just, you know, finding a calling, finding a vision. And with finding a vision, just doing the work, man. Doing the work. Mm-hmm. I don't think, you know, we wasn't searching. It's about just doing the work, and that's what's gonna happen. I remember when I got honored by Joe Biden, it's like when I got the Presidential Medal Achievement Award.
Nice.
I wasn't looking for that. It's about just doing the work and just staying consistent and just doing what you're supposed to do at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because I also got a food drive coming up to honor my mother and stuff like that. It's about finding the right type of people who understand your
Tell
vision.
them the date and how to donate and where it's gonna be at.
Yo, no, definitely. We're gonna do it at Drip BK. My man Mitch, at the coffee shop. I definitely need to connect you with him. Mm-hmm. ASAP. This dude is a good, solid dude. He's always out here incorporating different organizations, different businesses, coming together in collaboration at his coffee shop. And he allowed me to use his venue, and we just spread love, whether it be whether it be like our back to school drive, which has been going very successful.
Facts.
Also, he makes sure to incorporate my friends Vive and Ruth Flory, who are authors. They're Haitian black female authors. He always incorporate people in all that he does. You know what I'm saying? Which you don't need to do at all.
That's
he always looks out 1,000% in everything. So that's what we're doing. My Zelle 347-393-5728. Like I said, you want to give a pan of food, great. We got over 20 so far. The more the merrier. It's just people SNAP benefits is gone, but I think they kind of like regulated that today. When it came to New York City.
Let's really talk about that, right?
Yes.
So, because I think everybody's mixing up the information in regards to that. They cut SNAP for people who's able to work, like able-bodied, meaning that if you don't get disability, like Social Security disability, like that's permanent disability, you shouldn't be entitled to food stamps. Because technically, welfare was a temporary program. It was supposed to be 6 months to a year to help you to get up on your feet. Just like the vouchers are like 2 to 3 years or 5 years the most to help you get off your feet. But people lived on it fully, right? And then we've seen generational people. Like
it's a fact.
Like I used to know a girl, her grandmother had a project apartment and she lived there with her mother. So it was her mother, and her grandmother. She got pregnant. So now it's 4 generations living in the crib. The grandmother dies, now her mother get the crib. So now it's her mother, and her daughter. Then her mother move out to another project house. She inherits that project apartment now. Now it's her and her 2 daughters in the project apartment. So that's just 5 generations of poverty, and it keeps going.
It's crazy, dude.
So
different perspective.
So it's like, who's paying for all that? Me and you, like people that work, people that work jobs that's paying into taxes. Every 2 weeks they take out at least $1,000 off my check in taxes, bro. So it's like, we're paying for these people that's just stuck there that don't want to work. And I know these people. I work in the social service field. It's people that's not unable to work, and it's people that are like, yo, I'm living off the land. Like, I'm just living off the government. That's what I'm going to do. And there's some people that be like, yo, I don't feel good mentally, or I don't want to work. I just want to get high and just chill. It's people like that. And then there's women that's like, it's just women that's on welfare. They just keep having kids and they stay on welfare, But they said that's the democratic system. Like the Democrats designed that system to keep black and brown people within poverty. Do you believe that, or you think?
I think that could be true.
But then some people say more white people are on.
No, there is a lot of white people into that. Yeah, they said that too.
Than blacks, because black and brown people are the minority in America. We are.
Yeah.
There's way more white people in America. So when people say, "Oh, Trump is attacking black people because he's cutting off food stamps,"
he's attacking all people.
There's more white people on food stamps than black people.
Facts,
so
facts,
it's like,
they speaking out. They on TikTok talking. They on Facebook talking. They on Instagram talking. So
yeah, but the country is broke. You know that, right? The country's in debt, like trillions in debt. So it's like,
you think we could ever pay it? I think we could pay it. I think my man.
I don't think it's designed for them to pay. It's designed because we live on a fiat currency, meaning that the money's not real. It's just being printed, and it's not backed by anything much. It was supposed to be backed by gold. The price of gold is up right now. I think 25% maybe. But America doesn't have enough gold to sustain the amount of currency that it has in circulation. Meaning that if everyone was to go to the banks and say, I want to cash out these notes, as in like the dollars for gold, they wouldn't be able to give everyone gold. That's why, like, you ever notice sometimes during crises, after a while, they don't let you pull out too much money out the bank? Like when too much things are going on? It's the same reason why they don't want you traveling with over, $20,000 in the airplane? Something like that, because it's money laundering. You're basically moving money around that they can't control or count or get paid on.
So if you have $20,000 cash, it's a problem, right?
I think it's either 20 or 50. Some countries is 10, some countries is 20, and some countries is 50. Because I know when you fly, you go into other countries, they give you that little paper, and they say, like, do you have a certain amount of cash on you? Yeah, customs make you fill it out. They check because they want to make sure you're not coming in as a drug dealer. You're not laundering money. Some people like they buy a lot of jewelry. Like say for example, I'll go to a country, I'll buy $100, $200,000 worth of jewelry. It's getting confiscated because like it's almost like I'm laundering the money.
What?
But what they do is they do watches now. Like I'll give you an example, like a Richard Mille, right? Richard Mille could go for a quarter ticket, $250 to a half a ticket, $500,000, right? So say for example, I want to leave the country with $500,000. I don't want to leave the country with $500,000 cash. I give you $500,000 cash. You give me a $500,000 watch. You just wear it on my wrist. I walk out. Get to the States. I sell it.
Oh, they do that?
Of course they do that.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Come on, bro.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of ways.
Wow.
But I feel like the welfare system is a tainted system only because those that are on it, they end up being highly dependent on it. There are people that are on welfare for a short amount of time and get jobs and go back into society, but we see more people stay on it long term than not. Because I used to be a welfare recipient. I ain't gonna sit back and lie. When I was 8, 9 years old, we used to get the WIC checks, the actual checks.
And especially people who get food stamps welfare too, right?
Yes,
we was my grandfather was in that, so we was in that too. But you know,
we used to get food stamps with the different colors that came in the book.
Yeah, bro, those helped a lot.
Yeah, bro, I used to be on food stamps. I used to be on WIC checks.
Yeah,
like government assistance. They give it to you as long as you have a lot of kids and you don't make a lot of money.
Yeah, facts.
And then it helps you along. But are we on food stamps and WIC today? No, we're not. Like my parents put 4 kids through college, you know, and we was able to all get, you know, sustainable jobs where you're able to take care of.
So snaps, is this, do people still take foot, you said, food,
what, the food stamps?
People still take food stamps to this day, right?
Yeah, but now it's on a card. It's like a debit card.
Oh, like a debit card. Before it was like cash.
Yeah, it was like stamps.
Yeah.
It was like a book of stamps.
Yeah.
And you would rip it off.
Yeah, facts.
And it would look like $1.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yeah, that's why they called it food stamps.
Those were good days, man. People was eating good.
Bro, I didn't see a real dollar, like a green regular dollar, till I was 10, till I moved to Canarsie.
Wow.
I used to get the red $1 food stamps. I used to get the $5 food stamps because there was red, it was green, it was blue, it was a purplish color.
Sounds like Power Rangers.
Yeah, they all came in different colors. But depending on how much it was, it came in different colors. They had 1s, 2s, 5s, and 20s.
Wow.
I don't think they had any, I can't remember if they had $100 food stamps. I don't think so.
That's real.
Yeah, man. But I would say the majority stays on the food stamps, and then, you know, we as taxpayers have to pay for it, unfortunately.
That's crazy.
What you think? Like, should people be able to stay on food stamps and welfare forever?
I don't think people should stay in food stamps or welfare forever. I think people just need to have opportunity. You know, people gotta be willing to work. That's what I feel. In all honesty, we gotta be willing to work. Mm-hmm. You know, that's what we should be doing. I think the system, you know, working as a social worker, mm-hmm. that's what you know, working at a shelter, that's what you want people to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're there for a while, and after that, you get off of it. But people decide to do what they want to do based on it.
It's the same thing with the shelter, though.
Yeah.
Shelter is 6 months to a year. The majority of the time, after 90 days, 3, 6, 9, after 3 months, you'll get your voucher, right, in the shelter. And then you stay there from 6 months to a year. After a year, you're considered to be a long-term stayer. So you're not supposed to be there for that long. Because technically, the shelters used to get penalized for people being there for that long. So what we used to do is transfer people to different shelters to reset the time. So, and also to make them uncomfortable. Same thing as jail. You know, when someone in jail, they transfer them after a while. Especially if they're in the feds. They could transfer you to any state they want. It's almost the same thing. But there's people that are long-term stayers that have been in temporary, because it's temporary emergency shelter. That's what they call it. But there's people that's been there for like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, just been in shelter. It was this guy, right? And he's Haitian like me and you. And unfortunately, I met him when I was maybe like 28 years old, 27 years old.
Wow.
And when I met him, I was a housing specialist. Then I met him again when I was a director at another shelter. He was still homeless. And one day he came to my office and he cried. He was like, you gotta help me, Mr. Ricard. You gotta help me. Because when you first met me, you was a specialist. You a director. And I'm still homeless. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, wow. You don't take no level of accountability for it yourself?
That's crazy.
Like, he used to be the one that used to be like, oh, he's living off the land. But along with that, comes drug abuse,
Son.
comes mental health issues.
That's real.
Like all the things that came along with him.
That's real.
And, he was also Haitian, so he probably dealt with a lot of unresolved trauma.
Like, yeah, facts.
As a kid, on top of the mystic and the superstitious that
Yo, this dude going in, son.
Yeah, man.
This dude going
as
in.
a Haitian, you deal with a lot, bro.
A lot. You do it a lot. That's a fact. Just sharing this thing for sure, going viral.
Like, you deal with a lot being Haitian.
Damn, this is pumping. The volume pumping.
Yeah, bass.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, through the gates and the
Through
window.
the gates and the window.
Yeah.
Bro, dude, still going crazy.
Yeah, that's how you know niggas niggering.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, man. What you think about this? I seen this earlier. Kamala Harris and Jon Stewart was talking, and then basically she was like, he asked the question of, does he asked her, does she believe that Joe Biden was of sound mind during his entire presidency? And she said yes. And he looked at her like, huh? And his look went viral, like I know you lying to me. So what do you think?
No,
of
but
that?
she just had an interview. She talked about how she knows that something was off with him. She did an interview just the other day with this they're going crazy with this black British dude, and pretty much she talked about how she knows that certain things was off with him because he's getting old. And he's at the same, Joe Biden, he was like 20, 30 years ago and stuff like that.
Nah.
So, and she kind of like, she kind of felt like they didn't really prepare for her in regards for her campaign properly.
That's what she keeps saying.
That's what she said.
People wasn't jocking Kamala, bro.
I think it was jacking. I think
People was not jocking
That's a
Kamala.
fact.
She was a dub, bro.
That's a fact.
She's a dub. Like, people were saying that, she's a black woman, that's why people didn't vote for her. People don't like her, this and that.
Wow.
It's like, wow, like, is she a black woman? That we don't know. But,
That's a fact.
technically, she's Indian, but, she's a brown woman.
That's a fact. That's real.
Yeah, if we're going to be technical.
That's real.
But, politics as usual. Wow. Pictures popped up of Diddy in jail. What you think of them?
I think he's going to be alright. He coming home soon.
Yeah.
I know Max B's coming out this Friday or Saturday.
Where?
He coming home. I think November 7th.
The Silver Surfer.
And also too, I know he's working on his album coming out. I know Blueface coming home too. I think in a week or two as well too.
Blueface looking crazy.
I think he gonna
telemarketer.
Yeah, he gonna be doing this thing for sure. You know what I'm saying? He gonna really be doing this thing, doing podcasts, doing interviews, getting into music. I think he's really gonna kill it. Shout out to my man Prince Miller, who just came home. This dude is out here really educating the young people to not fall into the path of selling drugs and destroying your community. He's really out here really making a difference for sure.
That's what's up. They said that Diddy's is in jail with Sebastian Telfair. You know Sebastian.
How did he get caught up again?
Sebastian Telfair was caught up because they were pulling money on their they was filing false insurance claims with their doctors.
What?
And I think Big Baby Glenn Davis got caught first, and then everybody else got caught out.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So basically, he was saying that this
But
was.
my thing is that he learned from his gun charge.
I guess not. But he was saying that basically it was untapped money that he was supposed to be able to access, but not everybody agrees with it. Yeah, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. That was the neighbor outside. Don't worry. I'm going to fix him.
That's a fact. That's crazy.
So, boom.
Because he was doing good. He had his podcast with sports. He was there with Cam. I know he was making money.
I don't know, man. That's the thing. A lot of people that claim that they get money, like, I don't know. I think it's debatable because, their choices seem to be weird if they really get money. You understand? And these dudes is dudes that, like, spent a lot of money, that wasted a lot of money. And I don't think Sebastian Telfair, no disrespect to him, he made a lot of money in his career. I don't think he did like that. Because he ain't play for too long, did he? And he wasn't, like, a star player. I don't think so.
Wow.
Who you think made more money in the league, Sebastian Telfair or Lance Stevenson?
I think Lance Stevenson made more money than him.
Yeah, Lance Stevenson playing in the big three now at least. Sebastian Telfair.
That's the Ice Cube League, right?
Yeah.
And they're making money, doing phenomenal in that right there, right?
Yeah, I mean all the washed up players join and they play. For the most
Wow.
part, yeah, but he pays them. They don't pay for free. But it's more like a veterans league, you know. Baron Davis, all the old heads play there. Paul Pierce used to play there. I don't know who else playing.
So they have like a season.
Yeah, they have a season for the most part. They play when the NBA's off season. Because
Okay.
they can't play when the NBA is in season.
Okay.
So it's like a summer league almost. You watch it when the NBA's not on because they didn't want to get sued by the NBA basically, but then they asked the NBA, can the NBA buy them, and the NBA refused or absorb them or whatever it was.
Okay. That's interesting. That's what's up. I'm happy. Wow, Ice Cube is a visionary.
Man, what you think of this Nick Cannon situation with him and all the kids? They giving him a hard time
How they give him a hard time?
because he got all these baby mothers and all.
He's
these
taking
kids.
care of them.
Yeah, but they always say, "Oh, how is he gonna give the kids equal amount of love if they all in different houses and this and that?" You know how people
I think it's possible. For him, that's millionaire problems. That's a different conversation. That's millionaire problems.
So, what problems do you feel like you'll get once you become a millionaire?
What problems I think
Yeah.
I would get in?
Yeah, you would have. Yeah.
I would test that's gonna put me on the spot. I just don't want to get caught up with any type of fraud or any females. That's my concern. I don't want to get caught up at all.
When you say fraud, what you mean? Like scamming?
Like just like a guy like Sebastian Telfair. Like why would he get caught up doing that and stuff like that? You know what I'm
His
saying?
man's probably was like, "Yo, this an easy lick. Like we just get some bread." You know what I mean?
I don't want to get caught up.
Yo, a lot of people be doing that, bro. Back in the days, they had something called the blow. You know what the blow is, right?
No, I don't know what the blow is.
Pause. No Diddy. The blow. So basically, when you hit two cars together, it makes it sound blow, like crash.
Really?
So basically, like back in the days, we used to set up like fake car accidents, and then they would have the spot lined up. You know, the Russian physical therapy spot. You know, once you get the police report, they cut you $1,000, $2,000, and then once you know everything come back, the insurance claim, they give you another $1,000, then they give you another $1,000, then they bring you to their lawyer. Their lawyer like, he cut you $1,000 up front, and then they bring you to their doctor. They give you another $1,000. So every doctor give you $1,000, and then when you done your case, you know, even if it's a little BS case, the least you'll get is probably like 15 bands after your lawyer get his 33% or whatnot. You probably get left like 11. You know,
That's crazy.
so people was doing that little lick for a while, just bringing people to therapy, making $1,500 off a head. You know, because the insurance pays up to probably I think like 25,000 in medical expenses, so they'll run it up until the insurance not paying anymore. You understand? They'll max out the benefits.
That's crazy.
Because once they max out the benefits, then they could sue.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, how do you think he got caught up like that? I don't understand.
With him, I guess they were saying that with them, they were just filing too many claims. Like they was going to the doctor too many times, and then they wouldn't actually go to the doctor. You know what I mean? Like they would just be like, yo, you're going to the doctor 2-3 times a week, just so they could build the insurance, and then so they could get the back end type.
Oh, this dude is stupid. So how many is it to give him?
Sebastian Telfair, I don't even know. Not too much though. He ain't get too much.
I feel you.
He ain't get too much. I could Google it real quick. And
That is crazy. Crazy.
What is Sebastian Telfair jail sentence? Let's see what it say. AI is generating. Sebastian Telfair was originally sentenced to 3.5 years in prison, August 2019. Oh, that was his first charge. He was convicted, later overturned on appeal. Okay. He's in the same jail, Fort Dix in New Jersey. However, due to subsequent probation violation related to a separate healthcare fraud case,
That's
healthcare fraud
crazy.
case, he was recently ordered to serve a 6-month federal probation sentence. He reported to FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey to begin his 6-month sentence in August. So Diddy just went in last week,
Yeah,
right?
so he has 6 months left.
Yeah, so him and Diddy did together.
But he has like 6 months left.
No, Sebastian Telfair is being released early 2026.
Oh, that's next year.
He went in August. Remember, August, September, October. So he already did 3 months. He got 3 months left, so he could get out like January.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, November, December.
But man, stop going to jail, man. It's not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I think he got a couple million out the fraud.
I think so too. Like, bro, just don't get caught up, man. Don't get caught up. Stay focused. Stay out the way. Do what you need to do, man. You don't gotta do stupid stuff, man. I thought he was doing good. I like this commentary. With Cam and Maze.
Mm-hmm.
I like this interview with that. I mean, he got a story to tell now.
You see, look, it said he netted $358,000 from the health care fraud.
Son.
It said the total amount of false claims submitted by all 18 former NBA players involved in the scheme was total $3.9 million.
That's crazy. Son.
And they received $2.5 million in fraudulent proceeds, which means all the rest went to the doctors. So the doctors probably got what, one?
Did they get the doctors too?
Yeah, the doctors got 1.4. It looks like. I don't know if they locked up the doctors.
Okay. It's crazy, man. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He initially got time served and 3 years probation, but then he violated his probation.
He be chill.
Because they said he missed a couple probation appointments, but basically he had to do community service. And what he did was he was counting his community service as when he go to schools or when he go to podcasts and talk to people and get paid. He was saying that was community service to the judge. And the judge like, how's that community service if you're getting paid? That don't make any sense. Then they told him to get a job as part of his probation. He tried to say he worked for himself, and that the same things that he was saying was community service was him working.
That's crazy.
So it's like, yo,
trying to finesse.
like,
Coney Island, man. Different.
Yeah,
Different.
Coney Island was looking crazy after Sandy, I remember.
Son. That's the first time I ever seen. When I used to work out there, that's the first time I would see people doing fentanyl, bro. That joint is different.
Fentanyl?
Yeah.
How would they do it?
I don't know how they do. I'm talking about in regards to when I was working as a security guard at my job in the building and stuff like that. There'd be people, they would die. They would just die. I never saw them doing it.
Like overdose.
Overdosing.
And no one would use Narcan to save them?
I don't know Narcan, but it's like
that. It was a shelter?
No, it was like a new project building and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, some people won the lottery, so it was a cool spot. It's just that the veterans, man, it was just on a different type of timing.
Oh, so it's mostly veterans there?
Some veterans, some people from the shelter and everything like that.
Okay. So that sounds like more like supportive housing.
Yeah.
That sounds like more like supportive housing.
Yeah.
So we have a month and a half, or I'll say 2 months left in the year.
Give me one more.
Yeah. So what's your plans for the rest of the year?
Man, the rest of the year, well, I started my not-for-profit. So, just getting things in order with that.
What's your non-profit called?
It's called Courage in Motion.
Oh, Courage in Motion.
I connected with Randy Hector and my man Mitch, Sanat.
So no more funerals don't count.
No, there's still funerals don't count.
Okay.
I'm getting my merch back together again and stuff like that. Pop is helping me. My homegirl Rachel, she's sponsoring financially to get it back in order and stuff like that.
Okay, nice.
Yes. I'm just looking for a better paying job because my brother about to get married next year. So that's really what I'm really looking forward for right now, man. Just trying to make an extra bread, man. That's it.
Do you feel like things are getting tight nowadays? Because that's one thing everybody's saying, that things are getting expensive. Everyone's broke. People can't pay for things.
Things is real. Things is nasty, man.
They got the government shutdown going on.
Yeah, things is nasty. You gotta. It's the time for us to come together than to be against each other, man. It's really nasty out here, man.
So what you feel like is separating people the most out here?
What is separating people the most?
Yeah.
I think division. I think the narrative division. I think that's what it is. Division. Classism. Racism.
We were talking about that earlier, right? About there's even classism in church, right?
There is classism in church.
There's a hierarchy to a certain extent. And ironically,
there is classism in church.
Some people in this picture I seen yesterday.
Yeah, there is classism in church.
Yeah, because there's the pastors, they hold them all the way on top to high regard. They're like, oh, the pastor, they got the pastor family, the wife, the kids, everybody else. Then there's the elders, it's the first elder first and all the other elders.
Yeah.
And then also it's a majority of the time, well, if they're fortunate enough, they make the elders the people in the church that have the most influence, either the best jobs or that making the best money.
Yeah. Crazy.
You know, that's what they do. Mm-hmm. Or like, you know, someone that has a lot of clout from back in the days. You know?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that's elders. But then you see some old dudes that have been putting in work for years. They stay as deacon or they never get promoted.
It's unfortunate.
You know? There's a lot of people we know that was never ordained. You know? Or, you know, congratulations to the people that were ordained finally. You know? Shout out to them.
Facts.
But we see, like, you know, it's a system. Why you think it's like that?
I think because of nepotism. I think because of favoritism.
Mm.
You know, people pick and choose and pick.
Nepo babies? Yeah, Nepo babies. I seen that at horror.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say no names, but you
know.
know.
It's crazy out here. Like I said, man, I wasn't raised like that. My mother didn't teach me to be like that. Mm. I don't want to be like that. So, I think it's all about serving people and giving back to your community. That's really more my concern. Not playing ball. So, I think that's what it is at the end of the day, man.
What you mean not playing ball?
What you mean, like, what? When I say not playing ball, I'm talking about in regards to, like, you know how there's certain cliques, they have a standard. You gotta follow the standard that they portray. This dude is a funny dude.
I could say that because
it's just your face look.
Wow. Because
yo, bro, your face is funny, but the sarcasm, like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Cause
yo, that's a good replay.
Cause you know, I'll give you an example, right?
Yes.
Like, there's people that feel like I don't deserve to be elder.
Okay, oh wow.
And there's people that feel like I didn't deserve to get that award from now.
You fixed your church.
There's people that feel like
you fixed your church, dog.
There's people that feel like I shouldn't be this successful.
Bro, you fixed your church.
There's people that feel like I shouldn't be in this position, you know?
But you fixed your church.
There's people that feel like there's people that's better than me that should get the spotlight. that I shouldn't be. There's people that feel like other people should have got ordained instead of me. There's people that feel like I should have got put as an elder.
This dude is wicked, bro. But you fix your church. You fix your church.
It's people that feel a way about the way I dress and say I should shop at JCPenney, you know?
Why should you dress better? You should look good. I like to dress good. What's the problem with dressing good? You want to dress good.
I don't know, man. People, when they feel
bro, who don't want Jordans? I like my Jordans. Who don't want to look fly?
But you remember when we was younger, people that couldn't afford Jordans, what they used to say? Jordans are ugly, they don't like them. You know, you remember.
Like, that's a fact.
You remember.
But my thing is that at the end of the day, to be honest with you, bro, listen, at the end of the day, I just feel like in general, because there's also colorism in church as well, too. That's another thing.
What you think they treat light skinned people better in church?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Well, you light skinned. Did they treat you better?
Well, my story's a little bit different because the thing is that for me, my father left my mom when I was very young. Mm-hmm. So it's a dynamic. So my grandfather was a legend in itself because he was a phenomenal deacon in Gethsemane and everything like that. Mm-hmm. So he was a man of faith. He was well respected. He was well admired. Mm-hmm. He was well loved and stuff like that. So there was a dynamic in regards to that. Mm-hmm. Now, I think with transitioning and going to Horeb, my father left us when he was very young and everything. And I just think...
When he left the church too?
He didn't leave the church. He would go to do his own thing and stuff like that.
Oh, he went to his own church?
It was his own church, you know what I'm saying? Like Galilee and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I think with that, it was like, yes, my mother was respected, but at the same time,
there was a stigma.
There was a stigma. So
for being a single mom.
For being a single mom and being a home attendant. So there was like a crew. I remember the crew, like Dada, what's her name again? Esther's mom. It's like 5, 6, or it was like 7, 8 women. That was like a crew of them, you know what I'm saying, and they stuck together.
Because they all did the same things. Or
no. They were single parents and everything like that. Okay. But you already know, like, that in itself, when you're a single parent in the Haitian community, and I mean, I don't know now how it goes now.
It's still like that now.
If say less, all right, you prove the point, which is valid. That you had to always show and prove. It's like
Especially for a woman.
You have to always show and prove. And the thing is, I think is that when I wanted to go into ministry, it was like, well, that's a good idea for you to go to ministry, but you know your mother's a home attendant.
I remember you said that.
Or your mother is a single parent.
Yeah, I remember
so it's a
that.
constant reminder of that. Mm-hmm. So, but it's about showing and proving. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's not about how they feel or what they project or where you're from because you're from Crown Heights, because, you know, you was raised around Crips or Bloods and stuff like that because you used to rap, or, you know, if your past mistakes that you did. I think it's about showing and prove. So I think once you show and prove and you're consistent, you show, hey, listen, look, you can't come from the hood. You can't come from a single parent family. You can come from nothing and turn it into something. I think once you show and prove, I think people respect you of that. I think that's my story. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had a lot to prove. I had a lot to prove. My mom proved well. You see the legacy, and just showing and proving, have a reputation of being a man of character, being a man of excellence. One of my Crip homies passed away. Yo, bro, who they calling? They calling me to pray. They calling me to inspire. They calling me to encourage. Brothers need me to write letters for them, you know what I'm saying, to lessen their sentences. They calling me for that. So I think it's about showing and prove, and I had to do that like from like the age of like maybe like 17 to 21. I think once people like, okay, this is reputation, they have no any other reason but to respect that. I think about show and prove.
That's facts. I remember one time it was a dude from Hebron. He told me, "Oh, ain't your father a bus driver? You an elder now?" And I was just like,
see, that's another thing too.
I was like, huh?
It goes back to that. But the thing is that at the end of the day, your father's working, your father's grinding. He has a house. He's maintaining order with your mom and making sure he's providing an income for your family. Like my mom, she would work from like Sunday through Thursday, 2 or 3 jobs, making sure that we ate, doing what she had to do. So at the end of the day, I think that's another thing too, like economic. It's like a boule, it's like a fraternity, a fraternal order. Like they're like they're Masons, man. Where's the Masons? But that's a different story.
No, I think some of them are Masons. And I think they've admitted that.
Yeah, I think it's all about show and prove. I think it's show and prove.
I'm gonna tell you a funny joke, right? One time I was in committee and they had to vote. I forgot what they had to vote on. I think they had to vote on either first elder or they had to vote on someone becoming elder. But they had to vote publicly, and no one wanted to vote publicly. And the elder goes, "When you guys are in the Mason Lodge, you guys don't raise your hands." That's what the elder said. And then everybody just looked. No one said nothing, bro.
One after one, I was taking shots,
bro. No one said nothing, bro. The room was quiet. And then he was like, all right, since y'all used to secrecy, write it on the paper and fold it.
He said that?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, he different.
In committee, and no one said nothing. I bust out laughing out loud because I knew
this is crazy.
Because I knew exactly what he was talking about.
That's crazy.
I knew exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah, man.
But that goes back to what you were saying about, you know, the boule. The only thing the boule is just a black version of the secret society.
Yeah. They move like that. Listen,
but they are.
Move like that.
They
are.
are.
And the thing is that they don't like growth. They don't like progression. Me, I'm all about growth. I'm like progression, man. I was telling people this, especially with the concert that was going on for Saturday at Horror, man. You know, I loved it.
You don't think they boule though, for real?
What you mean?
Okay.
I think every church has a boule.
I'll give you an example, right?
I think every church has a boule.
I went to Fordham University, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fordham has. Okay, they play within the Ivy Leagues, right? Yeah. So they'll play against Yale, they'll play against Harvard, they play against those schools. When you graduate from Fordham, you become a Fordham alumni. The first thing they do is give you an invite to come to one of the private social clubs in Manhattan. The only way you can get into those private social clubs is if you pay, I believe, $2,000 to $5,000 a year for membership. But once you graduate from the school, they invite you, so you come in the building, and you wouldn't even know it's a private club because it's like a skyscraper, bro.
It is.
So it's like, when you come in, though, they bring you in these rooms, they give you drinks. You see all these expensive paintings on the walls, paintings that take up this whole wall, bro.
I believe you.
And then you in there, and they like, oh yeah, you want to join? It's a lot of benefits, and that's what they say. And then you see the people playing the piano, the people with the Ashcop scarves, with the yacht jackets with the gold buttons. You know what I mean? You see on TV, they in there, bro. Yeah. So I'm like, this is them introducing you into what they call society. You ever heard that term?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same thing as everything else. In the mob, they call it this thing of ours, right?
That's a fact.
So they have their thing in here too. You know that, right?
I know they have their thing.
That's why last night when I was in the room with them, I'm able to see it. Like we was talking about that off camera. Wow. You know.
Wait, question. How was? Because this you graduated from you said you ever Fordham. Like how does the alumni association do they best to support and
it's very big. It's very supportive. I would say since I graduated from Fordham, every company that I've worked at has been at least one person from Fordham, and if I interview with them, I get the job.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
That's how the alumni.
Yeah. I mean, Oakland should do a little bit. I feel like Oakland should do a little bit better with that. I feel like in regards to shout out to the new president as president. I feel like they should just do a little bit better with that in regards to that. But it's there's favoritism and there's nepotism. Man. That as well too. But that's what's up.
And then Fordham gives you access to, like I said, the clubs, like the yacht club. I forget what the other club is called.
I gotta come with you, man.
Yeah.
Bill.
But then also they have their own buildings, like, and their buildings is fancy, nice. And then and then a lot of their alumni are rich because it cost me $95,000 to graduate from there. And I was only there for a year and 8 months.
That's for your master's?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was only there for a year and 8 months.
Okay.
So imagine people that's there for 4 years.
Oh, my God.
Imagine people that's studying law.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's different.
So,
it's different.
And then, like I said, if they go into a law firm and there's someone from Fordham too that's part of the alumni and they're interviewing them, as long as they qualify, they're hiring them. They have no reason to say no. You understand what I'm saying? It's like me. Because I'm a hiring manager. If I'm a hiring manager, you come in front of me and you have a degree from Fordham, and I look at your resume, why wouldn't I hire you? You understand what I'm saying? It's like that. You understand?
It's smart. Yeah. You gotta play chess, bro.
Yeah, so that's how the alumni circuit work. Then they got the block party, they got the yearly social events at the private clubs. They have connections to the UN. That's how I got into UN that one time. It was through my school. There's a whole alumni circuit, but you got to spend bread. Like, there's something called junior alumni and a senior alumni. Junior alumni is if you graduated within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So if you graduated in the last 5 years, let's just say you're a junior alumni, the party's only $300 to $500 for you. That's junior price. But if you alumni over 10 years, that means you 10 years within your career with a Fordham degree, they charging you at least $900 to $1,000 for the same ticket to get in. You understand?
Wow.
That's how they make it.
Because it's all about networking.
Yeah, and they know you got the money because they know how much you making.
Yeah. They chewing.
Yeah, so that's when they say you have a strong alumni circle. You ever heard that term?
Yeah.
Man.
That's what these strong HBCUs do, and I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And in regards to us, when I say us Haitian SDA, that always bothered me when it came to Hebron school. You understand?
Yeah,
I'm like,
which is closed, bro. It's sad.
Yeah, because I always
it makes no sense, B.
Look how much people I grew up with. They're like, yeah, I went to Hebron school. Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
Not one of them really supported that school.
Yeah. And I think, listen, it all falls back into leadership. These are learning lessons. I don't think it's even about bashing. It's all about just leadership. And it's all about vision, man. People need to have vision. And that's very important. People who don't have vision, they have division. You want to divide and they want to destroy. And that's what our Christianity is about. Hebron School should be opened back up again. It should be opened back again. That's what it needs to be about, man. It's all about legacy, man. Man, it's just sad and it's just really unfortunate. I really look at that as more as a lesson. Like, we gotta just do better, man, better. And I was telling my fellow people from Horeb that, like, listen, that I personally, I don't want to go to my gym. I love my gym, I love my gym. I would rather go to Horeb.
You would?
Yeah, Roberto, I don't have the problem.
You
But
gotta
for
put
me,
some work in the horse.
but for me, like you know, what I'm saying for me, you know, I think when you're grieving, you just don't want to be around certain energies in regards to like, I don't want to come to, because this funeral, like there's funerals that's more peaceful than a church service. You know what I'm saying? So I wanna be able to be edified. I wanna be able to receive. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I want to agree. I want a fellowship. That's important. But I want to be able to challenge to do better and be better and stuff like that as a disciple. You know what I'm saying? And fellowship is also key. And I get that at my gen. Your boys did it at my gen. You get that at my gen. You know what I'm saying? You just want to be better. We in a group chat. We make sure everybody's okay. Everybody's well. How you doing and everything like that. So I think that's what it needs to be. And I just love the way that standard was that Saturday. And I just feel like that's how it needs to be all the time. And those who grumbled and mumbled, oh, you know, why we not doing this like this? I think they need to sit down and to be quiet and let the next generation do what they need to do and let them be. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to be here forever. We're just travelers passing through. That's all that it is.
But sometimes it's just personal opinion. You know, people talking about how they feel and they trying to press that on.
But I want. Listen, me. That's what I mean. I just want growth. I just want to, like, we look at the CCCs or the Brooklyn Tabernacles. I would want that.
CCC's doing their thing.
They're doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Now they got into building development.
I like how you taking you know your church service. You know, I think that's an amazing thing too. Like we just needs to just for progression. I'm all for progression and I'm all for growth. That's what it's about at the end of the day.
Yeah, because you have to have that mindset.
Yeah, bro.
Because the conference don't really hold you back from things as long as you got your own money.
Yeah. Facts.
Because if you spending your own money, they get the deed to the buildings anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a fact. Smart man. That was a smart move. I gotta give that to you. Commendable. You don't really see young people around. What age you had? You started. You got the building.
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
What you mean?
What age you got the building? What age?
Oh, that was 2 years ago. So I was what? I'm 37 now. 35.
Yeah, 35. You never seen something like that before.
Yeah, you know, I'm
in my lifetime.
closing $1 million deals in your 30s.
Yeah, that's real.
I mean, because it was cash deals. That's the only difference. It was cash deals. But
Yeah.
We done a lot of big deals. You know? This is that. You know, those deals were private. This one's more public. That's the only difference. But it's nothing new. You understand? Like for me, it was just stepping up to the challenge. You know, the challenge was there, and it was probably more people. It was probably people expecting me to fail. The only reason why I say that is because it's not because. Similar to people saying, yo, this is a huge accomplishment, is people saying like, well, yeah, this is a big accomplishment, but why he had to do it?
Man, you have to do what you have to do, baby.
Like, why couldn't it be someone else that did it?
Well, they didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes just take the baton and do it.
Yeah. Sometimes people can't do it, but they'll hate you because you did, because it shows them that
man, let them be, man. Forget them, man.
So, closing thoughts?
Man, listen, from this conversation, I just feel like you should never allow your circumstance or allow where you come from to stop what God has called you to do. I think that's what matters at the end of the day. That's what I got from today's episode.
What do you mean by that?
Like I said, you know, you asked me about like, cause you talk about light skin and everything like that. That's why I was raised with my mom, you know, my grandfather. But you had to put in the work. You had to put in the pain in regards to being respected and being admired by your fellow congregants, your fellow comrades in church and stuff like that.
Overcoming adversity.
Adversity, because I said, you know, my mother was a single parent, father left. But, you know, there's a stigma with that. There's a stigma with being home attendant.
Facts.
But being respected as a woman of faith. And I think, because you said light skin, dark skin. So I was like,
So let me ask you a question. What job do you feel like the church respects?
What job does I feel that the church respect? Or what do I feel like they need to respect? Or
like, say, for example, what profession... Like, say, for example, if I came to church and I told them this was my profession, what profession do you think
The church respect.
Yeah.
They respect optometrists. They respect OBGYN. Bro, you just want to go in.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
You ask some questions.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
They respect dentists. Anything in the medical field.
Okay.
They respect.
Lawyers.
Yeah. They respect.
Nurses.
Anything in the medical field.
Facts.
LPNR and all that stuff. I don't feel like they really respect construction workers.
Yeah, not really.
Not really.
Not really. No.
Or custodians, but they play an intricate part.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna ask you this too. Do you feel like they respect tax people? I think they do. Do they?
Tax people?
Like
what
people,
you mean, seasonal tax people? Or
people
full-time
that
tax people?
Accountants.
Accountants, yes. Professional CPAs, yes. But the scamming people that only do taxes around tax season?
Oh, that's a different conversation.
No,
you know, there's so many scandals with that. That's a different conversation.
Not them.
You know, that's a different conversation.
I see now that more Adventists are becoming social workers. I see they respecting social workers.
Yeah,
more.
that's a fact.
But I think they respect any professionals.
Yeah, any professionals.
Yeah,
but I think if you have a job, you paying your tax and your offerings.
Exactly.
No one is perfect, and we don't want to be perfect, but we want to be perfected through Him by our imperfections. I think once you serve and you love people, I think that's what matters at the end of the day, to be honest with you. But growing up, that's what I saw they mainly more respected.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I think they also respect the architects too.
Yeah, architects, yeah, of course.
They respect architects as well too and stuff like that.
And I seen back in the days, it was mostly lawyers that would become the president of the conference too. Back in the days.
Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I think
That's a
Dr.
fact.
Adere was a.
Yeah, he was a good lawyer. He was a good lawyer. I want Jonathan Quackwood to be president of the conference. We can leave it as that.
Right,
How about that?
We'll leave that.
I want Jonathan.
Well, shout out to Jonathan because I think he was elected as the leader of the youth ministry.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and Dr. Paula Olivier made that happen. She's awesome. She's a dope leader. She's innovative.
That was her old position, I think, right?
No. She was always youth director, but she suggested it to Jonathan because Jonathan's a teacher, but the passion and tenacity that he has for people and stuff like that. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Maybe one day they'll make
You'd have to become a pastor though.
You have to be a pastor.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's a different conversation.
Yeah, be a pastor of a church first.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's best to be a pastor when you're older in age. That way you have less temptation, to deal with.
That's
and
true.
You're more mature.
That's true.
And you're more stable within your life. And
That's
your
true.
career.
That's true. That's true.
Because when you're a young pastor, it's mostly women in church. They're gonna throw themselves at you.
They still throw themselves at you. That's a fact.
Yeah, fact.
That's a word.
Yeah.
My God.
Speaking of words, shout out to everybody for watching The Real Word. Shout out to everybody for supporting. Shout out to everybody that's helped us to get this far. So far. You could donate to the Turkey Drive, $ The Real Word Inc. on Cashapp, $ The Real Word Inc. Or go to our official website, www.therealwordministriesinc.org to donate. Or you could donate on PayPal Giving Fund. There's a lot of different ways to donate. Just Google it.
Donate. Support my man. Support what he's doing. I'm behind him 1,000%.
Do your Googles.
Let's be here for him, for sure.
And don't not donate and then get mad when, the Moon Blonde donate.
That's a fact. No, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. You gotta eat.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You gotta eat, man.
Because the Moon Blonde, they look out. You know what I mean?
No, they do. Gotta just tap into them more.
Yeah, man. So you want to close out with a prayer?
Father God, we pray, Lord, that you help us to realize, Lord, that, when it comes to the work, you don't look at nepotism, you don't look at favoritism, you look at optimism, you look at the heart, you look at sincerity. Be with us and strengthen us in all our endeavors. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
Amen. Shout out to everybody who's been watching. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Soundcloud, Pandora, Apple Podcasts, and the Brick Network every Tuesday and Thursday.
Yes.
So shout out to everybody for watching. God bless and good night.
God bless you. Yeah.
It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real